welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're diving into a topic that's, well, it's been on everyone's mind and pretty much in every headline, artificial intelligence. It's truly transforming our world, sometimes in ways we don't even fully grasp yet. So, our mission for this Deep Dive is really to cut through the noise, and unpack the complexities of AI, explore all its different applications, and really get into its transformative impact on, our work lives. And crucially, we're also going to tackle the ethical stuff, the practical considerations for using it. What does it really mean for you, whether you're just kind of curious or what are you looking to actually integrate it into your daily tasks?
And what's maybe a bit different about our perspective today is that our insights, they're grounded in an actual IT help desk walkthrough. So we're bringing you a really practical, sort of on-the-ground view of what's happening in the real world with AI right now, not just, abstract concepts.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack this then. I mean, many of you listening are probably already tracking the AI landscape pretty closely, but it's always good to start with the basics, right? The fundamental question, what is artificial intelligence at its core?
You're right. Yeah, that's the bedrock. At its heart, AI refers to machines that are designed to simulate human intelligence. So this means they can learn from data, they can reason, solve problems, perform tasks that traditionally need human cognition.
And it's evolved so much, hasn't it? From those really early ideas to what we're seeing today. It's kind of amazing how long these concepts have actually been brewing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the foundational work, it really kicked off way back in 1956, that Dartmouth workshop you hear about. But the ideas themselves, they stretch back even further from those early sort of rule-based systems. We've now landed on these modern deep learning models that enable the incredibly smart automation we see all around us.
And that's the thing, we bump into it constantly, often without even thinking about it.
Right.
Where are some places we're already using AI, like in our everyday lives, without even realizing it?
Yeah, you're spot on. Think about your Netflix recommendations. That's AI learning what you like. Or when you chat with a customer service bot online, that's another one. Even the sophisticated navigation in modern cars uses AI. It's really woven into the fabric of daily life now.
Okay, so we hear AI everywhere, but when we actually talk about it, there are really two main classifications, right? What are they, and what's the sort of crucial difference we need to understand?
That's a really vital distinction to make, yeah. We primarily talk about narrow AI, or ANI, and then there's general AI, known as AGI. Now, narrow AI, ANI, that's what we currently have. It functions in very specific areas, like an AI that plays chess, or a chatbot designed for just one particular task. It can't just be programmed for broader general intelligence, and it lacks self-awareness, emotions, consciousness, that kind of thing. But here's the powerful bit about narrow AI. It learns and improves over time. It uses machine learning and data. The more you use it, the better it gets at its specific job.
So it gets smarter, but only within its lane, basically.
Exactly, just within those defined boundaries. General AI, AGI, on the other hand, well, that's still pretty much the stuff of science fiction right now. It would possess, human-level problem-solving and learning skills, able to apply intelligence across all sorts of different areas, and even improve itself. But the critical takeaway here, for everyone listening, is that true AGI, it's just not accessible today. Our entire focus, and what we're really deep diving into, is the practical side, the applications and implications of narrow AI.
Okay, that makes sense. And that brings us to the exciting part, right? Let's zoom in on what these AIs actually do in practice. Our source material highlights 5 key types of this narrow AI that are really making waves in the market right now. First up, prompt AI, often called generative text AI.
Right. This is probably what most people think of when they hear AI these days, I guess. Prompt AI, it generates text content based on the specific instructions, the prompts you give it. You type something in, and it can create, everything from emails to articles, code, you name it.
And you're probably already familiar with some of these tools, right?
Oh, definitely. ChatGPT is the big one everyone knows. Then there's Microsoft Copilot, Google's Claude, and Google Gemini too. Lots of people might already have Gemini integrated with their Gmail or Google Workspace, kind of like how Copilot works with Microsoft accounts. From the help desk side, yeah, we're seeing a huge number of users trying to figure out how to actually get the most out of these tools.
And getting the best results isn't just about typing in any old question, is it?
Yeah.
There's a bit of an art to writing a good prompt.
Absolutely, there really is. It's all about being clear. You need to be really precise about the output you expect. Include necessary context, maybe specify numerical things like word count, or tell it things to avoid. Give it clear constraints like the length you want or the structure. It's kind of like being a director for a very smart but very literal actor. You have to spell it out.
Can you give us a concrete example, like a really effective prompt you've seen?
Sure. From our IT help desk context, we've seen prompts that work well, like this. Generate a 100-word summary of a website describing what an IT department does. Okay, that's the start. Use simple language for a professional audience. Good. Structure it in short, 2 to 3 paragraphs.
Right.
And focus specifically on support and system management. I'll see. That level of specificity, that's what unlocks the AI's real potential.
Okay, got it. So moving beyond text, AI is also creating some pretty incredible images now. What's unique about image generation AI?
Yeah, this stuff is truly mind-bending sometimes. Image generation AI, it creates images directly from text descriptions using these things called generative models.
Mhm.
You literally just key in a prompt, could be something simple like a cute white cat or something really complex like a detailed networking structure, and the AI just renders it for you. It's not just for professional graphic designers anymore.
What's fascinating there is just how simple the input can be, but how surprisingly powerful and, well, diverse the results often are. It almost feels like magic sometimes.
It really does feel that way. We've seen like small businesses, maybe with limited marketing budgets, suddenly able to generate really high quality images for posters, social media, even just visualizing office layouts almost instantly. Now, while some tools are free, you generally find that opting for the paid services gives you much higher quality images, which can be pretty critical for professional use cases.
And it doesn't just stop at still images, right? AI is now producing dynamic video content too.
That's right, video generation AI. It produces full video content, sometimes from images, sometimes from other data. And the key thing here is how incredibly realistic, how believable these AI-generated videos can be. It's a very, very new frontier, really only about 6 months to maybe a year old in the market, but its progression is just astounding.
Wow. This raises a really important question then. Who's actually using this stuff? And what's the kind of real-world impact we're seeing already?
Well, we're seeing really rapid adoption in areas like marketing and sponsorships.
Calming. Where's my hamburger? Ugh.
Content creators are using these AI-generated videos to pull in literally millions of viewers. And some are earning, tens of thousands of dollars from brand sponsorships because of it. Consistency, like with any content, seems to be key for success there. But we've also encountered AI-generated videos of famous people, even celebrities, saying things they never actually said.
Like getting to these, what I call local maxima, where you don't realize basically how dumb you were.
This is deepfake example of what is possible with powerful computer and editing. It took around 72 hours to create this example from scratch using extremely powerful GPU.
Which really highlights the need for critical thinking about the media you consume online.
Okay, definitely something to watch out for. Now, our next type of AI might feel a bit familiar, maybe even a little eerie sometimes. Predictive AI.
Yes, predictive AI. Its core function is basically anticipating what a user might do or need next, based on analyzing huge amounts of data. It's all about foreseeing what you might want.
So if you think about your Netflix recommendations, that's this.
Exactly that. If you watch, say, specific genres like K-drama or anime, or maybe a show like Stranger Things, Netflix's predictive AI learns that pattern, and then it suggests similar content. So after Stranger Things, maybe it suggests The Haunting of Hill House, or even something different like Bridgerton. It's predicting a certain psychological appeal, not just genre sometimes.
But it's not just entertainment, is it? This AI gets really personal really quickly, and sometimes it feels almost uncanny.
It absolutely does. Have you ever had that experience where you have a casual conversation about wanting, I don't know, a specific type of food, and then like the next day you open Instagram or Facebook .com, it's flooded with ads or suggestions for that exact food, maybe even with local restaurant options? I mean, I encourage you, try it on your own sometime. It's quite striking. And beyond personal apps, we're seeing this used in, for instance, Malaysian malls. Predictive AI tracks human traffic patterns, demographics, and helps tailor marketing based on things like AI facial recognition models and heat sensors. This type of AI has actually been around a bit longer than, say, video generation AI, which is why it feels maybe more prevalent or sophisticated right now.
Right, it's had more time to bake in.
Yeah.
Okay, finally, the kind of AI that often sparks those grand visions of the future. Autonomous AI.
Yeah, autonomous AI, its purpose is really to perform tasks with minimal human input, moving steadily towards true self-sufficiency. It's about machines making decisions and acting, well, independently.
And the most prominent example we see in action today is probably
Tesla's self-driving car models, definitely. It's a really powerful example, but it's so crucial to remember that they still require a human driver to be present and attentive. They are absolutely not 100% autonomous yet. But this area is definitely up and coming. We're going to see much more of this in the near future.
Okay, so with all these advancements laid out, we really have to ask the big question. What does this all mean for our jobs, our careers? There's so much discussion and sometimes, let's be honest, fear about AI replacing human workers.
Right. And the core message coming from our source material and what we see practically is pretty clear. AI is a powerful tool. It's designed to enhance our productivity, our efficiency, our creativity. It's really not here to replace us. It's here to partner with us, to help us make our work easier, and frankly, allow us to focus on the higher value tasks that need human insight.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit more. How does AI actually empower people in specific roles rather than just taking those roles over?
Okay, good question. Take prompt engineering, using that generative text AI we talked about. It doesn't suddenly eliminate the need for secretaries or administrative assistants or even marketing copywriters. Instead, it empowers them to potentially produce, I don't know, thousands of content pieces in an hour. It drastically boosts their output. Or for graphic designers, image generation AI doesn't replace them. Our source suggests it actually makes them more intuitive, more creative. It lets them explore visual concepts that might be beyond what they could initially conceive on their own. And think about video editing. AI can help editors generate really cutting-edge, maybe futuristic content that just wasn't feasible before.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture then, how does this empowerment apply across different professional fields? Is it just tech and creative?
No, not at all. It truly applies across almost any field you can think of. HR, finance, project management, coding, even the creative arts, as we mentioned. AI doesn't replace your job. It gives you the tools, the leverage to do things faster, better, perhaps more creatively, and to genuinely excel at what you do. So the strategic message here really has to be, don't be afraid of AI. Instead, you need to embrace AI as your partner. We should all be actively exploring, what does AI have to offer within our own specific fields? And this actually leads us to a really crucial kind of evolving concept. It's called agentic workflow automation. Now, this goes beyond simple automation, which just follows a set list of instructions. Agentic automation integrates AI with, well, effectively a brain. It can constructively monitor a workflow, improve that workflow, and keep on refining and improving the workflow as it goes along. It's a self-optimizing process.
Agentic workflow automation. That sounds significant. Are we actually seeing real-world impacts of this shift already in terms of jobs? Because that sounds like a potentially big change.
We are, yeah. Unfortunately, we are. Our source highlights how some major companies, like Microsoft, for example, have had to reduce staff, sometimes by quite significant percentages, like maybe 20% in some areas. IBM has also experienced similar shifts, and this is precisely because these agentic workflow automations are capable of taking over certain roles entirely. They allow tasks to run autonomously, sometimes with very little or no human intervention needed. From our IT help desk perspective, we're definitely seeing more and more companies asking about implementing these kinds of systems, specifically to streamline their operations and reduce manual overhead.
Wow. Okay, so what kind of workspace are we genuinely looking at in the coming years then? What does this digital transformation really mean for us?
We seem to be moving pretty rapidly towards what you might call an emerging digital workforce. In this future, digital workers, these AI agents, will perform many of the routine or maybe data-intensive tasks. Human employees, then, their roles kind of transition. They focus more on monitoring these digital workers, providing oversight, and offering those high-level, suggestive, predictive improvements, adding the strategic value. Think about accounting, for example. You can have a full automation agent now that can literally read scanned receipts, interpret them, and automatically post the items into the CRM or the finance system. Now, while maybe some regions, like Malaysia perhaps, haven't felt the full brunt of this impact yet, globally, the trend is clear, that low-level, repetitive work that can be done efficiently by AI is slowly but surely being absorbed by these intelligent systems.
Right. It's definitely a shift to watch. Now, this whole journey into AI is incredibly exciting, but you mentioned ethics earlier. With great power comes great responsibility, doesn't it? What should we as users really keep top of mind as we embrace these tools?
Absolutely, that's critical. It's so important to exercise caution when you're choosing and using any AI tool, particularly regarding the content, the data you feed into it. Remember, AI learns from its input. So whatever you put in, it helps shape its future responses, its capabilities, and potentially how it gets used elsewhere.
What's particularly crucial here is the security aspect, right?
Mm.
What are some of the specific risks we need to be acutely aware of as individuals using this tech?
Yeah, security is paramount. You need to be very, very vigilant about things like deepfake videos. That's where your face or even your voice can be realistically faked and used illegally without your consent. This can lead to serious trouble, misinformation, reputational damage, you name it. So always, always think twice before posting personal images or sensitive information for AI processing, especially on platforms that are new or you haven't verified. When you're choosing an AI tool, always try to investigate its purpose and critically look into its security protocols. If it doesn't seem secure or you can't find clear information, our advice from the help desk perspective is honestly to stay as far away from it as you can, avoid it.
That's sobering advice. And it's also important to remember that many of these really powerful specialized tools, they aren't always free, are they?
That's a very good point, yeah. Many of the truly specialized, maybe enterprise-level AI applications, they are paid services. You often get what you pay for in terms of capability and hopefully security. So the overall guidance really has to be prioritize being ethical and secure with your data, and always trying to maintain an open mind, but a critical one. Because AI uses machine learning, remember, whatever things you put into it will contribute to generating more content based on that input, amplifying the effects, good or bad.
Okay. So the message is, be aware, be ready, understand the risks, and take action to understand and leverage these tools wisely. So just to summarize our deep dive today, AI is fundamentally a powerful tool. It's becoming a partner we need to learn to master, not something to instinctively fear. It's here to empower you to amplify your creativity or efficiency. The landscape is definitely changing, and embracing AI thoughtfully seems to be the way to stay ahead.
Exactly. And maybe just one final thought for everyone to consider. If AI can now envision, say, futuristic designs that maybe no human had thought of before, or automate complex financial tasks in entirely new ways, what entirely new frontiers will you be able to explore in your own field by partnering with these tools, pushing beyond what you previously thought was even imaginable?
That's a truly powerful thought to end on. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into artificial intelligence. We really encourage you to go out and explore how AI can empower your own work and your own creativity.
Yeah.
We'll get you in the next deep dive.